Please fasten driver seat belt.
Dre, Big H, e por si.
Yo, my peoples, what's up? It's your boys, we back. Silverback Chronicles podcast. It's your boy Big H. I got my brother Dre. The fuck, bro?
I was gonna do something random, but it just
happened,
didn't work.
bro? Hungry eyes, bro?
Hello.
Hello, guests.
Hello, people.
How we doing?
How you doing?
Listen, I'm well, bro.
I'm
What's up with
excited.
you? Excited?
I'm hyped.
It should be.
I'm hyped.
Word.
We have a special guest tonight. I'm hyped.
Phenomenal guest tonight. I can't wait.
Oh, don't do that.
But listen, we're gonna bring it in right. Triple C.
Yo,
What's good, baby?
maintaining and chilling, bro.
Maintaining and chilling. All right, folks, we back. This is episode 95. 95.
Ooh.
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle. You know,
That heat.
the fire, the fuego. We cooking. You know. But real quick, let's get into our sponsors. You already know Berman and Darby's, the law firm in the state of Maryland. Charlie Schultz is the go-to. He's the plug. Don't forget the phone number, 410-769-5400. If you hurt at work or personally injured at home, give that man a call, 410-769-5400. Berman and Darby all day. Give a shout out to, who else? Starbucks USA. Don't forget the discount code, all caps, Silverback Podcast. All caps, Silverback Podcast. Get you 20% off your next purchase from your boys in blue. We appreciate you. Give a shout out to the world. We love you. Thank you for tuning in every week. We have nothing but phenomenal times for you guys because we're having fun. And guess what? We get to indulge and talk our shit every week.
Holla.
And it don't get no better. What else, Dre? Any other shout outs, bro?
Silverback Chronicles, Doc Kizam.
Doc Kizam for your latest merch. Polo shirts, t-shirts, trucker hats,
Yeah, you see
camos. You see it. You see blue in the front. Yeah, listen. We changing people's minds and we changing people's lives, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Talk that shit.
Word. But anywho, with no further ado, let's get into it. We got a special guest tonight, one of our sisters on the job. She is phenomenal what she does. She's a detective in a specialized unit. And she gonna show up and talk her shit. And that's Miss Chocolate herself.
Chocolate.
You know?
Little chocolate drop.
But with no further ado, our sister, Sims is in the building. What's up, baby?
Hey.
How you doing?
Hey, y'all.
I'm saying.
Look at that smile. You're glowing.
You know what
I
I'm
see you
saying?
glowing, bro.
Okay.
Fresh off the streets.
Word.
Fresh off the streets. Look
Literally, stress out the street.
Right. Came right out of work.
Like, what's up? I'm there.
What's up? I'm here.
She was like, you know what? I'm there.
I'm there. Say no more. Say less.
Yeah. We appreciate that.
We appreciate you.
I mean, finally, but go ahead.
What?
Yeah. Let's get it.
Listen, you always on the agenda, but I'm glad you here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Wow.
Yeah. I'm glad to be here too.
Nice, a pleasure. So tell the world, where you from, born and raised?
As y'all can see on my, can you see my hat?
Oh, she said East Baltimore. Oh, Baltimore.
East Baltimore in the building.
Baltimore.
Okay.
Baltimore.
That's
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
One more time.
I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie, y'all. I'm proper, so I do say Baltimore, but I'm gonna indulge a little bit.
Good.
East Baltimore, you hear me?
Okay.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about.
Is that like Southeast?
Don't play with me. Don't you ever disrespect me like that.
Is that
What's wrong with the Southeast?
It wasn't right about the Southeast.
is it the Northeast back when it was the country club?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely
I'm
not?
from the hood.
Oh, what part?
I'm from Dickey Land, Bonnie Eager, Church Square.
Oh, Bonnie Eager.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh, so she east side.
East side. I'm not no Bel Air urban.
She in the
I ain't
middle of
no
the east side.
McElderry and Potomac. I ain't none of them. No.
Okay.
I'm east.
Right down the street from the dome.
Yes, exactly.
We're talking 4x4 area.
I used to go to Madison Square. I used to play over at the Dome. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how was life growing up in the city?
It was a little better then than it is now, I could say. It was fun though. We had fun. We actually was outside and not killing people. So
how about that? Word. Everything was structured back then.
Yeah, it was a little structure.
That's good.
I used to be able to walk up and down the street and not
worry about nothing. Right?
Yeah. Now it's just I wouldn't even dare.
Wow. What high school you went to?
The best high school in the city. I feel like I think I want y'all to guess. If I said the best high school in the city, and I want y'all to please get this right. You only got 2 tries.
Huh?
Can I get a hint? Is it co-ed or all girls?
It is co-ed. It's literally the best high school in the city.
The best high school?
Yes.
That has to be Poly, right?
Right.
Oh! Did you disrespect me like that? Absolutely not.
I'm sorry.
Forgive me. I'm not.
I would have rather you said Mervo, Dunbar, something.
Damn.
I went to the Castle on the Hill, City College.
City College.
City
and Mervo always had a little thing.
Then they still do. It's sad.
It is sad,
but it's fun. It was always fun.
The city's dope though.
High school ever invented.
Where'd you go?
The greatest high school ever invented.
Where?
Baltimore Polytechnic Institute.
Oh, wow. That's right. They always talk about Poly. Every guest week, they Poly.
Yikes. No, that's sad. I'm sorry for you.
So, City
Football
on the Hill.
titles.
What you say?
I'm sorry for you.
What you said? The City
Y'all
on the
been
Hill?
losing the last couple of years.
Oh, yeah. We're going to get there.
She said that part.
She said City on the Hill. It was dope to go eat lunch and shit over there. To take a little break. It's cool up there. A lot of shade.
Yeah, it's nice up there.
It is nice though.
Mm-hmm.
That's in Sector 1. It's like 2 blocks away from the Chum.
Yeah, it is. Most definitely.
Word. Now that's dope. So, was you in sports when you was in school? Like, what was your thing? What was you into when you?
Fashion.
Word.
I ran track for a year.
Word.
Yes.
Okay.
I ain't that fast no more.
It's all good. What you used to run? 100, 200, 4x1, 4x2? You obviously know I know my shit.
Yeah, you do. 4x2.
Okay.
I
don't want you to skip over. I need.
I said it.
I want to know what was your time in the 4x2. What was your?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Listen.
What was your split?
Listen, right? I don't know how this was a thing, but Digital Harbor had the fastest girls, and I'm not gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie. Them girls was fast.
Listen, ain't nothing wrong with that.
I came in behind them girls every time.
You still ain't answer my question.
What was the numbers on the
Well, what was the split though? 200. You forgot?
I'm skipping over it.
Okay. Well, listen, I understand.
Listen.
I understand. I'm glad you ran though. You know why? Because
I'm not gonna say I was never slow.
So what was your time?
Honestly, I really don't remember. That was 10 years ago. Can you remember your time?
Absolutely.
That's crazy.
Can you make it up?
No, I'm not gonna make it up. I'm not gonna lie to these people.
Yeah. But you wanna know why? Because
I'm not gonna lie to them. I'm gonna tell you. I know. Yeah, no. It was 10 years ago. I can't remember that.
My shit was over 20 years ago. That's how embedded we was in our craft.
But that's the thing though. Y'all were. I can say. I mean, guys in general, y'all are really. Like with football, because I be thinking about like with football, like my little brother played football, and I'm pretty sure he can remember his Pop Warner numbers. You get what I'm saying? Like that's just how he just was really into it. I'm not saying I wasn't into it, but it was something for me to do. It was fun.
No, but that's good though.
Kept you out of trouble and shit.
It kept you in shape.
Yeah,
you learned a proper skill set on running. Working on your form, so that's good.
And I got a track booty. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
Yeah. Oh, that was too early? All right, my bad.
Nah, listen, it's never too early.
Ain't nobody gonna deny that.
Word. Talking shit. I used to love watching the lollipops. Walking this shit.
And I danced for 2 years.
What type of dance?
African hip hop. We did ballet, but it wasn't really like a whole like ballet, you know.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's dope. You were busy.
Yeah. Now my daughter's in dance, so That's lit.
Shout out to the. How old is she?
She's about to be 8 in October.
Holla.
Oh, awesome.
God bless her little heart.
That's
she's
awesome.
8,
We
turning
wish
18.
you all the success.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Listen to your mother.
All day. But I wouldn't. You know what? I wouldn't say that it's not just a male dominating thing. I think it's the mindset of the individual. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing wrong to to do it for something to do to stay in shape, learn something new. You know what I'm saying?
And it, like I said, it really was fun.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. You have fun, kept you out of trouble.
Kids be
kept you athletic.
Now,
and I didn't lose. I just can't remember my numbers. I'm gonna tell y'all that. I'm gonna call some people and I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna call the high school. That's what I'm gonna do.
Right.
Pull up your records and shit.
Yeah, because
can't you do that?
Did you make it?
You ran states?
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah. Can't you do that?
Yeah, did you make it to the States?
Yeah. Come on now. All right, yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna let you know.
Triple C could probably find it for you.
Yeah. Triple C find it.
He would have like it for you. Let me know your phone name. I'll pull them up.
That's a beautiful thing, though. So your daughter's 8. That's awesome. And ballet. She's in ballet or just dancing.
Ballet,
choreography. She
does it all. She She didn't want to do African this year because she wanted to do like the major rap, like the law, all that. She real dramatic, so she wanted to do all that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So she does ballet, hip hop, modern, and major rap.
Okay. What do you like to listen to in your leisure? Are you into rap or
I
R&B?
am, but I am a 90s R&B kind of person. Like I'm R&B.
See,
R&B.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I listen to rap. I'm not gonna lie. Jeezy is my favorite, but I
all
feel
day.
Like,
Jeezy.
Yes.
Jeezy.
Fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna say hold on.
Old Jeezy, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. I mean, I did with that with his new stuff, but old Jeezy. But
yeah.
90s R&B. That's what I'm listening to.
So when you listening to who's your favorite artist or group or song?
What gets you going?
Right.
Different vibes. So let me see. All right. So I think my all-time karaoke song.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's definitely Mary J. Blige and Lil' Kim, I Can Love You. I don't know why.
Okay.
That just give me like a little bop.
Right. Mary always gave you that bop.
Yeah, Mary always
always one of these.
You saw Mary's last picture recently?
Yes.
With the bikini on, sir?
With the big hair.
Yeah, with the hair?
Yes.
And that ass.
I said about time, Mary, because we've been trying to look at that thing for a minute.
Yeah, she
hides it.
Yeah.
Mary not playing. Yo, I think she almost 50. She look amazing.
I went to see her live. I said, damn.
Yeah.
Recently with her and Nas?
Nah, it was here at the arena. And who's the guy?
Nas.
Nah, it was an R&B dude.
It was
an R&B. It was like 2, 3, 4 years ago. Damn. 3 years ago.
So it wasn't Eric Benet, was it?
Who?
Eric Benet,
was it? It was another R&B dude like that, though.
See, that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's where you lose me in the R&B stuff. I get lost in that world. I know Mary, but when it comes to dudes, I don't know. I'm sorry. I usually, refer to him if I need some songs.
Yeah, because I go in.
Yeah.
Let me see.
What do you listen to before you go to work?
What gets you going? What's like your go-to?
Get you pumped for that shift.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Ooh, okay.
This is crazy.
I can see that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I definitely listen to Megan.
That's a big woman. That's a Clydesdale right there.
I be needing some bopping.
Okay.
I get ready. And then I go and be like,
oh, Captain Hook action.
Yeah, Mary's got with music.
Huh?
Music Soul Child?
Music Soul Child?
Okay. Yeah, he let it out.
Music Soul Child was phenomenal back in the day.
Yeah.
It was.
I still listen.
You sure it wasn't music?
Huh?
It wasn't Music Soul Child. I would remember that.
Oh, really?
So who was it?
It was a dude.
Was it a young dude, an old dude?
I know his name. He had like leather pants on too.
Damn, I can't give you all that.
I
ain't looking at nigga pants.
No. He had leather pants. I want to say.
We talk about right.
It wasn't Lenny Kravitz.
So how the fuck you remember? I'm not even gonna go there.
I remember that.
I'm not even gonna go there.
He don't even know if he was light skinned, dark skinned.
You talk about Maxwell?
I think it was Maxwell.
Okay, it was Maxwell.
It was Maxwell.
Okay. Right.
It was Maxwell.
He had his shirt off, and all you could look at was his pants. I know he had his shirt off.
Nah, he had his shirt off. I was just thinking, like, what the fuck he got leather pants on? How you squeeze into it? That's why I was like,
hold up.
This is going to another direction. We shouldn't be going here right now.
Trying to help out.
No, homie.
God, just damn.
I'm here for you, bro.
Right.
Ooh.
That nigga say he light skinned with leather pants.
No. He said, I'm trying to figure out how you squeeze all of it.
That was wrong. I got it now. No, not like that.
How did he squeeze it?
How you squeeze all of it now? In those jeans.
Right. What is going on right now? Jesus.
This is what happens when you talk to cops. They take everything the wrong way.
God.
Jesus Christ.
That nigga said, he have a shirt on, but he sure has some leather pants on.
Yeah.
That's the way up.
Because I know Maxwell ain't have a shirt on.
Right.
I know he did.
Damn sure put all that in them leather pants.
Yes.
Yo, for real?
I'm sorry. My bad.
Dre.
That's not the way I meant it.
Fucking Dre. I love you, bro. God.
You just gotta take it that one. You gotta take that L.
Yeah.
You really do.
Yeah.
You gotta take it.
I know that's not the way I meant it.
You gotta own that one, bro. Damn. Where do we go to now?
Oh, man. I think we should wrap up.
That was a good episode, guys.
All right. Come back next week where we won't be speaking about leather pants.
Or the package.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I'm sorry. I brought it back up.
I never said that.
All right.
So, back to Meg Thee Stallion.
How about that?
I love me some Meg.
Yes.
Hey, Meg, how are you?
So how much time you got on now?
Actually, I just came on 6 years complete.
Good for you.
Yeah, in August 26th, 6 years complete.
So you just finished your 5 rookie years. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
It really flew though. Like time really flew by. Like
you was having fun.
Yeah, I feel like 6 years like it's such a short time, but then it's like it's a long time at the same time. Like so
shit time. But before we thought about it, we in almost in our 11th now. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, we're in our 11th.
Time go by.
It really does.
It really does.
Yeah, we got 10 completed.
Wow. Mm-hmm. So why Baltimore City? Why did you want to join the lovely
the hometown?
The
hometown.
The lovely blue lifestyle of being
why you didn't go to the county?
Of being a protector.
Why would I go to the county?
I'm just saying most people go to the county.
Why was I born in the county?
Ooh.
I'm just asking.
Spicy.
But see, I love it though because we lifers.
She's a city cop.
Like
she's city. She's
honestly,
city cop.
Yeah.
Through.
Yeah, honestly, I chose the city, so I went to Coppin State University. I graduated in 2015, and then I came straight here.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
What you graduated with?
Bachelor's in criminal justice, minor in psychology.
Good for you.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Yeah. So I always wanted to be in law enforcement. At first, I wanted to be a lawyer. And I thought about it like, dang, like more school. Like that's gonna be wild. Mm-hmm. And then I'm always thinking about like, I kind of want to do like, police work. And I'm like, what better place to do police work than where you from? And I mean, I know you're not from here, but it's this place. Baltimore is a really, how do I say it?
Just say it.
It's really a good place. Like, it's really still charm left in Charm City. Like it really and truly is. So I just feel like, to do that and be a part of the change in the community, we're gonna do so many changes where we at. So I just feel like, I wanted to be there. I wanted to be part of it, and I wanted to serve the community that I'm from. I wanted to be a different person than what I saw growing up. Cause like I told you where I grew up at. So y'all know who was around there during that time. You get what I'm saying? Like the dynamic that policing was at that time or whatever. So it's like I wanted to be a different look at things. And I mean I can see myself like sometimes I don't realize it, but then I also like I look at my daughter and like other little girls and like they're like, oh my goodness, like look at your pink cuffs and oh my goodness, look at all this stuff. Oh my goodness, like
doesn't it feel good?
It feels great. Like
they be feeling the profession through you.
It feels great. Like even like just my daughter alone. Like my daughter sometimes just look at me. She's like, "Mom, you're the best police officer ever." And like
amazing.
It's just like, oh my God. Like I cry a lot. I'm sorry.
You're a role model. You're a role model.
I am.
It hit different when you do this line of work with this particular department.
Yeah.
Because we do so much.
And it's like beyond what a lot of people realize.
Facts.
And it's just like, even me being in a specialized unit, I still like, I work overtime and patrol, and I still like feet to the ground. I really still am, and like when people see me, they're just like, it's just, I don't know, it's just mutual respect. It's always love. At first I get that first somebody got to say something smart, and then I got to put them in their place real fast. They're like, oh shit, she from Baltimore.
She not playing.
They know, like they know. They be like, oh, she from Baltimore. Yes, like don't play with me. I'm not one of them. I'm really not. So, and then we get to talking and all the other stuff, and it's always love. So I definitely, that's all I wanted.
You mentioned the pink cuffs. That's a conversation starter. Like they see you and they're like, "Oh, the pink cuffs," and then it's just to break the ice. Yeah, people come up to you.
Yeah, and everybody says it. Kids, grown men. They be like, "Oh, hey, you put them pink cuffs on grown men, on men." Yeah, absolutely. Everybody get them. Everybody get them. Right.
It just happen to be pink.
They just happen to be pink. Yeah, I tell people all the time. Like I got a lot of pink things on my uniform, and I was always be like, "Wow, that pink stuff. It works the same way as black ones do, right?"
Right.
Like it works the same way. Like,
what does pink symbolize for you?
Me.
That's your favorite color.
Favorite color, yeah.
Oh, that's why.
Is it?
Let me ask you something. Perfect. What's the funniest pickup line you heard on the street with them pink cuffs?
It's so many. Let me see. I think the one I hear the most is, can we use them in the bedroom?
They say like, that?
Yes. And I'd be like,
wow. Just out in the open like that.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, so you don't think that people just say crazy stuff to female officers?
I'm sure I know they do.
I think I'm sheltered.
Yeah, you might be sheltered because that's that.
That's the most corniest line I ever heard.
The corniest. And
there's nothing original about that.
But it's everything.
Well, I'm saying, let me hear an original one.
Let me see.
One that was like, oh, okay, I'll give you credit for that.
I don't think I can give anybody credit for it because I just look at them like they're crazy.
That's not attractive. That's not sexy.
It's not. It's really not.
No.
I feel like, honestly,
that's not a good conversation starter.
Anybody who try to holler at me in uniform, I feel like it's a no go. I always look at you like you're crazy. Like you gotta really, really, really stand out for me to be like,
Has there been a line that made you really laugh? Nothing.
They put me in a spot. I feel like I probably do have one, but I can't remember.
You heard too many corny lines.
I heard so many. I heard so many. I don't know. Maybe it'll come to me later, but
that's not important. First and foremost, what type of policing did you see growing up that made you want to become police? And keep it 100, because that's all we do.
Yikes.
Because right now you're not talking as Detective Sims. You're talking as the person Sims, the individual Sims. So let it out.
All right. Honestly, I didn't see too much of good policing.
Well, that's what our listeners want to know.
Yeah,
because your police, you saw it growing up, so you said, you know what? This is some bullshit. I can't stand for that. Yeah. So you wanted to be part of the change.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So tell me, what did you see?
All right, so I can give you a couple of incidents. So
perfect.
My when I was like 17, my boyfriend, he was 2 years older than me. He had a car. He had I forgot what year it was, but he had whatever year it was. It's a 2-year-old car. He had a Nissan Altima. He had a good job. He worked at McCormick, the spice company or whatever. So he was driving, and like I said, where we from, we over east. He got pulled over.
Was you with him?
Yeah, I was with him. He got pulled over, and of course, I'm not gonna say nobody's names, but officer came up and he's talking to him, and he's like, looking, mind you, he's like, I say he's 19. He's like, "This your car?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "No, like your car and your name." He's like, "Yeah." Came back, he was like, "Where you work at?" And he's like, I told him, like, he's like, McCormick. He's like, okay. He was like, put your seatbelt on. I just didn't think this was your car. You look too young to have a nice car like this. It's just like, what? And honestly, like, on the flip side of it, I'm thinking, I know you smell all these damn spices in this damn car. You know he got a good job. Like, what you mean? He can pay for it. He can afford this. But yeah, that's literally, that's one of them. Like, who's to say that somebody can't have a nice car? Even if his parents would have brought it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is in his name and everything like that. It's just like, who are you to tell somebody that they don't like that you have a nice car like this? So you saw racism way before you got on the job. Absolutely. I remember one time I was coming from the store on Broadway in Eager, and the officer was doing what they do, stopping somebody, and I happened to look over, and the officer looking at me. And he says, I was like, what you looking at? And he was like, what you looking at? And I'm like, so I look, he was like, isn't your mother Kim around the corner? And I'm like, so? And he like, yeah, I'm gonna go talk to her. And I'm like, okay.
Talk to her about what?
Exactly. About what? Like, cause what did I do?
Exactly.
What did I do?
Just rude.
What did I do? So I'm like, all right, okay.
But that's the problem with our profession is that like those two instances. Sorry.
It's that Tuesday.
It is.
Yeah. Ain't used to that.
Yeah.
That heavy Dominican tongue. Hey, yo.
Jesus Christ. Here we go.
No, but what I wanted to say was.
Triple C.
That was.
I got it.
Please. Thank you.
Okay.
Cause boy, oh boy, I wasn't even gonna say it this time.
How about that?
I ain't want to bring it up this time.
You didn't want to bring it up? Okay.
I want them slide.
No, but seriously, that's them acting outside of uniform. That's them being personal. And we don't need your personal interjections into this.
Shut the fuck up and do your job accordingly.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
Exactly.
And honestly,
because nobody told him that.
Facts.
Nobody.
That's you acting out as an individual.
That's the policing that he inherited, and it was cool to do shit like that. Mm-hmm. But we keep a buck.
And it was the wrong policing.
Absolutely.
It was wrong policing. And I still see a little bit of that today. And I don't want to say I get into my show, but like I get into it with so many people on the street because I correct people right then and there. Like, you're not going to do any crazy thing in front of, like, I've seen someone act that way in front of me, and I'm like, no, you're not gonna do that, nah. Like, you know, and I'll jump in and I'll correct them because at the end of the day, like, we're all human. 100%. You know what I'm saying? And especially if somebody's not being hostile and rude and all that towards you. Come on now, like, we gotta still be respectful until they get out of pocket. And I know, cause listen, I got an attitude problem myself, so I do get out of pocket sometimes, but I don't get out of pocket until somebody get out of pocket on me. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Even still, I be having to pull myself back, like, all right now. Like, because people, the best saying I heard was, when you got two people arguing, people outside looking in don't know who the fool is. And I mean,
you see two people acting like fools.
Exactly. Even if this the fool, and I'm trying to tell him how much foolish he looking, they looking like, look at them two dummies over there.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I be having to pull myself back sometimes. And, but.
I like that quote.
Yeah. All right. Hey, copy me.
It was worded. It was worded differently,
right? It was,
but that's the gist of it.
That's the Baltimore.
I know exactly what it's.
Well, I said.
I'm with you. I was telling you.
But we got it.
So what's the original quote?
It gets something along the lines.
So he don't even know. No, I don't even want to hear. He don't even know.
But I had to finish the shit for you because you wasn't gonna get it.
I was
right.
Maybe it's a do say here to me too. I don't know.
But then I'll be wrong if I say something, right? See?
What you want? No, you was out of line twice.
Yeah, he was speeding.
90.
He was fishtailing and everything on the highway. Straighten it up.
See, you put yourself back in the hot seat.
And the correct quote is, never argue with a fool. Onlookers may not be able to tell the difference. Mark Twain.
Never argue with a fool because from a distance it looks like two fools arguing.
No, okay. Mark Twain said it.
That's what he said.
Yeah, but
no, see, that's
the slang is different. That was back then, so I had to make it more modern.
Oh my goodness!
I
made it modern. So hold on, who said it?
There's a Dominican version.
Who said it more closer to Mark Twain?
I'm feeling Baltimore. We got.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I finished it for you there too.
But not
right.
All
right.
If we make an East Baltimore Silverback hat, would you wear it?
Absolutely.
I love it. Okay.
I need to buy a trucker because I like hats.
Okay.
So
that's what I'm talking about.
Come on.
No, so that's great because it's crazy how you saw that type of policing first and foremost at the age of 17. Mm-hmm. And you, as an individual, know that's not how a police officer is supposed to conduct themselves.
Absolutely.
Being a professional. Oh. So that's why I'm glad you came on the job because you're making a change just like we're making a change. Mm-hmm. Me and him us three can't do it by ourselves. Mm-hmm. That's why this platform was established for you 100%. And every other officer or detective to come on because the people need to hear what's real. Mm-hmm. We tired of the fake narrative out there about police.
And it really is such a fake narrative because like so many of us do so much good it never gets seen. No one's ever boasting about it. No one's ever, trying to push out the real. Right. But yeah, it happens, everybody. It happens.
That's good. So how long you was on patrol for?
2 years.
Oh shit! Wow, you a superstar.
Okay.
Wow. Damn. What was your first district?
Yeah.
First round draft pick, girl.
Right.
I mean, come on, look at me. Stop playing.
Ooh.
And not only that, look at my work.
Your resume.
Yeah, look at my stats. Like
stats.
Now, where was you assigned to originally?
I field trained in the Southwest, and the Wild West was my home.
That was your home.
Western District.
Nice. How'd you like patrol?
I love patrol. I still do overtime patrol now.
That's good.
I don't mind it at all.
That's what's
I ain't saying I'm rushing to go back, but
All right.
I don't mind.
Definitely gonna get some money in this.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what's up. So what was your niche on patrol? What did you like to do?
I liked to do drug work.
How was drug work for you as a female? And sometimes it's a male dominating squad when it comes to drug work. Yeah. So how did you feel when you first got to that drug life?
And I just felt like people were like, they didn't expect me to want to do that. Or they didn't expect me, you know what I'm saying? They didn't expect me to be out there grabbing people up. Not grabbing people up. Hold up. They didn't expect me to be out there, like pulling people up and like, stopping them, all that stuff, and like getting arrested and all this other stuff. So it was kind of a surprise to people when I was out there, like even like the drug dealers or whatever, like, you better do what? And I'm like, all right, yeah, let me see what's in your pocket, like the right way, all that other stuff. And
was it nervous though? Like initially?
Yeah, absolutely. Because like me stepping out there, even when I don't have initially have a backup, so like me just looking at stuff and like seeing like, all right, boom, that's a hand in hand. All right, boom, I see that. All right, okay, he got that pack in his dip. All right, cool. And it's like, all right, let me call some people. But it's like, I sometimes I do dumb stuff, and I'll go and approach them myself, and I am very nervous. I think being nervous is a part of the job. I feel like if I don't have a little bit of fear in my heart, then I'm not doing it right.
But you know what? That's how you create your police skill set.
Yeah.
On your approach.
Yeah.
And you get better each time.
Every time.
Definitely. That's dope. So from there, you got to the specialized unit. That's great.
Yes.
Your grind got you there.
Yes.
And you've been with the unit for what, 4 years now?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what's up. You love it there?
Mm-hmm.
You see yourself being there for a while?
Do
you want to do anything else?
Yeah, I do. I kind of want to do other detective work, and I kind of want, I want to maybe possibly do, be a sergeant. So
okay,
yeah.
Well, when do you think you want to take the test?
We'll see.
Couple years.
We'll see.
But do you feel? But do you feel? You're a great leader. Do you feel like it's time for you to embark on being a supervisor within this agency?
I feel like.
How can you make change?
How you cut me off?
I didn't mean to. It felt good, so I kept it going. And shit.
Yeah, like
don't be cutting the sergeant off.
I'm sorry.
Damn.
Yes, ma'am.
Put you in blue team. So listen.
Don't do me like that.
Already she started with the blue. Oh my God.
Yeah, I feel like I will be a great sergeant because a lot of supervisors. Let me say this: I've had the pleasure of having great supervision my whole 6 years, and I mean, from my sergeant and my lieutenant now to even when I was in patrol, I had great sergeants who pushed me to do better. Who was able to teach me things. If I asked them any questions, they assisted and everything. I mean, I feel bad for anybody who had bad sergeants or whatever, but I didn't have one as of yet.
That's dope.
I have not had one. So
that's dope.
They are definitely my inspiration, and yeah. So I do feel like I would be a great sergeant. I'm ready to lead. I have the skill sets.
So what do you think? What do you think? What makes a great leader? How are you going to get people to follow you? How are you going to treat your subordinates?
I feel like being a great leader. I feel like I'm about to go to another quote, but I ain't gonna do it.
No, you can't.
I feel like if I go to another quote, you gonna correct me in triple C.
I'm not gonna critique you.
No, I feel like being a good leader is like being with the people. Like I can't just tell you what to. I can't just.
Best day of the year, draft day.
Are we good?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not gonna a good leader doesn't just tell you what to do. You know, like I have to show you, you know what I'm saying? I have to walk, if need be, I have to walk you through it. I have to be there with you. I can't just tell you what to do and then leave you and go about my business. Because how you going to learn? How do I know that you really know how to do that stuff?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? You got to be on the ground with your people. You got to not just lead from the, you know, what is that? Lead from the back. I ain't going to go there because I kind of forgot it.
That's okay.
You're not gonna leave from the back.
You don't want to leave from the back and leave from the front.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
Front.
All right. There you go.
Man.
We got you.
All right. You ain't got me because you ain't know.
I was gonna let you walk through it. Because during your oral pause for the sergeant exam, you got to walk through these events.
You definitely do.
You only got a certain amount of time to act like you know what you're doing. And once you start stuttering and fumbling over your words,
they be like, oh.
just like, listen, about face. I appreciate the time.
Like this was fun,
right? But I'm gonna go about my business.
Gonna head on out here.
I'll try the next incident.
Yeah. Yikes.
But now that's dope. That's dope. I'm glad. And we consider ourselves lifers, of course, because a lot of people leave the department for their own individual personal reasons, and it just comes with the territory like any job. Mm-hmm. But I love everything the city's got to offer. I do, good or bad, indifferent. I love it. I love to see the change of when you converse with your fellow coworkers, and then when what does it for me is when you go into the street and you get that love because you know how to be that professional and treat people the way they're supposed to be treated, and that makes a hell of a difference.
100%.
And nothing else matters besides that money.
That money matters.
That money better.
Word.
It matters, and that's not like if I was to think about leaving, I think that's the biggest factor as to why I'm not leaving. Like, look at this money I'm making.
Yeah.
Even if I get upset or whatever, that those feelings are temporary. With the department because it's gonna come and go. You're gonna get upset about a lot of things that's going on, whatever. Yeah. But I think when I look and I be like, I'm making how much?
That's dope.
I mean, it's things you can't change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's with any career.
And that's the thing about, like, we as police, we don't like change. Don't like change. Right. They don't want somebody telling them, like, no, you got to do this now. You got to do this now.
Absolutely.
And I mean, even like a couple of the trainings that we get, like, stuff that we feel like we already been doing, but it's like, okay, let's structure it. Let's do this now. You're like, what?
Right.
But it's like, duh, ding, ding, we already been doing that. And they're like, yeah, but they tell us to do this now. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Right. Because you go anywhere else, you're going to have to deal with their problems, their issues.
Yep.
And you can't do shit about it. Either you deal with it or just go find something else to do.
And honestly, like people who have left and went other places, they'll say this has been a more lenient department.
Oh, yeah. Other departments, they write your ass up.
Yeah, for a lot of things.
Your boots ain't shine.
Yep.
We're writing you up.
Yep. And you know what? That's probably the biggest thing of my biggest pet peeve is when people boots is just raggedy and ran over. Now that you said it, that's kind of like a little side note, but
no, that's for real though. I mean, if you're doing this, be a professional.
Yeah, because
have
I feel
a clean uniform.
I feel like we make too much money. Even the ones who just make the regular salary, we make too much money for our boots to be looking like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was one of the things that one of the individuals was talking about that was here. Trooper Ray, he was like, when they pull up, everybody knows because they all look the same. The hat's the same. Their stuff is pressed up, it's creased, and he was like, you'd be surprised as soon as you pull up, they like, I don't want to deal with them because they already know.
It look like a shit sandwich.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like, oh shit, they know what they doing.
Right.
Us who pull up, we like picking soup sandwiches.
It's horrible.
Some people got their shirts hanging out the back of their belts and belts under the belly. I'm like, oh my goodness gracious. And then boots leaned over, rusty and ripped up. I'm like, I can't take it.
Just disgusting.
Me, like people think I'm crazy. I change boots probably like every year. Like, I mean, I
have to.
Yeah, I only wear Under Armour, but I change boots like almost every year. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, back when we was getting it.
Yeah,
the ACGs, Under Armour, tack boots.
Yeah, like I can't.
The joints that's light on your feet.
Right now, I have a winter boot and a summer boot.
Yeah, absolutely, I do. I do. I have a winter boot and a summer boot, and I will switch them up.
Right.
Because I just feel like I'm. You're not about to catch me slipping on my boots. Like if my boots get too dusty or dirty, they going in the trash. Like, I mean, if I can't wash my stuff, they going in the trash. I don't like it looking like that.
And you should take pride in that.
Yes.
And your presentation. Because you never get a second chance to make a first impression.
Yeah. People gonna get out the car, look at you like.
And it's true what they say, when you have a sharp uniform, that deters a lot of.
Yeah, because they're like, yo.
Because they know you
about your business.
Yep, you about your business.
Absolutely.
Because I done heard a lot of people like say like, he come out here, looking like that. Like his uniform look all raggedy, like got crumbs all on his shirt. I'm like, you right. Damn. I done seen it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, can't really say nothing about it.
I can't even help you out, bro.
Because you're right.
You looking like chicken shit. But it's a beautiful day.
So one of the things that we was talking about off camera was sometimes y'all have like different car stops and stuff, and some of the things that y'all have to deal with. Can y'all explain that to our listeners? Like, sometimes people don't understand that, y'all have to switch from not only like, like we say like something minor, which is like, hey, stop doing A, B, C, and X, Y, Z, which may be very minor. I mean, your threat level still is, at a 5, because you don't know if you have to go to a 10 or not. But a car stop can turn into, dealing with fentanyl or dealing with some of those things. Can you explain what a procedure is if you have to pull somebody over, if it has to be?
I knew you was gonna look right at me.
I got you.
I
guess that's my expertise. Well, first of all, car stops is one of the most dangerous things that we can do as police officers, because we are really going into the unknown. We do not know what's going on. We pulling somebody over because they got a brake light out. And whole time, they run on a murder warrant that we didn't know anything about. Got a gun in the car, ready to blast off. Just don't know anything. So, it's very dangerous. I know, just for example, one of my partners went to go pull up a car because they had an expired tag. Literally, this is a couple months ago, probably in like May or June. Mm-hmm. Expired tag on the car. Of course, they fled. So we had Foxtrot above, of course, they doing all this other stuff. And the passenger wound up fleeing. They caught the driver. Come to find out, this particular car was just stolen that morning, and they ran over they killed the guy who they stole it from. Yeah. So I think it was in the southeast. Or it might have been southeast or southern. They killed the guy that they stole the car from. They want to run him over.
Wow.
So, but this is because it was happening so fast. It was unbeknownst to my partner, because they didn't have an NCIC yet, because they wasn't able to get the tag number. They wasn't able to get a description of the suspect or anything. So like,
he just thinking this a regular car stop.
Really unknown.
Yeah, and then they fleeing. They're like, well, that's why they was like, why they fleeing? Like,
just for a brake light.
Yeah, hello? And then it's like, okay, nothing was in the car. They searched it time and time again. Nothing was in the car. And then boom, turned around. That was the car. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the detective wound up running the tag and realizing that the key, dispatcher ran the tag just prior. He's like, well, what was that about? And then they looked it up, and they was like, oh, and then called him, was like, good job. Like, this really helps our shit out and everything. So, you just never know. Like, you going into very much the unknown. And then when it comes to fentanyl, like we was kind of saying earlier, you just never know. Like, because white powdery substance can be anything. It can be baby formula. Right. It can be baby powder. It can be what you said, paint, little paint chips. Sheetrock. It can be anything. And that's why a lot of us still carry out Narcan. Like I said, I keep mine packed up in my little IFAC kit. I got at least 2 of them in there. If any of us was to fall out, pass out, boom, you can just go ahead and do it. But
it's crazy times.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that, because you're out there making sure your fellow partners, make it home. Yeah. Because when that stuff hits the system, it gets crazy.
Yeah.
Right. That shit is so potent, it can take you out.
Yeah, you got minutes to react.
We had a guy in in the Northwest. He like threw it on us. It wasn't fentanyl. It was regular dope. He kind of threw it on us.
What?
Yes, he was.
So what happened?
He kind of boom. Like we like what the. One of my partners, he got it bad. He kind of inhaled it a little bit, but like it was all over us. Like it was crazy. People is wild.
Any other close encounters?
Nah, let me say. I think that was the only one.
That's good though.
Yeah,
because it could, I'm glad you're doing this type of work, special enforcement, and coming unscathed, which is great, and that's what we want. That's the ideal situation. Mm-hmm. Go to work, make these car stops, do what you do, and you're hands on with the unit that you got, that you're at. So that's dope. That's really awesome.
Do you feel like the fact that like you grew up in Baltimore helps you with police work?
Absolutely. Here. Yeah. I'm more person. I feel like people relate to me more, you know, and because they feel like, oh, damn, she from here. You know, I can talk to her. I can understand that slang and the way they talk and like things that they talking about. I can understand them on a different level. So it definitely helps me out. And like I can also see through bullshit because you know Baltimore's some bullshitters. So when they try, I be like, all right, now I be like, look, yo, look, all right, I don't got time for all that. Right. Like I don't know how many times I tell people like, listen, like people get fake name. Listen, I don't got time to stand out here all day playing with you in this name game. Like let me know what your name is, or else you gonna go to jail for 3 days.
John Doe.
Yeah, it's John Doe. They gonna wait till they figure it out. And it's COVID down there. You really don't go down there like now.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm definitely
real quick.
Yeah, I'm definitely. It does help me being from here. I'm more relatable.
That's great, and you know that's what the world needs. More police like us and everybody else that does the same job that we do.
Pride
and what we do.
Yeah, like seriously. You know, who actually like. It's so many disgruntled people here. And I tell them leave. I mean, like if you're that disgruntled, please leave because like we have it's no room for people like that.
No, just go.
It's none because like it when you're that disgruntled and you like, oh, I hate this, I hate that, I hate the job, I hate the people, I hate the city, I hate the citizens. Look, you gotta go. I tell you, you gotta go.
Right.
Because we don't have no room for you here.
Absolutely not. Because you're gonna become a liability.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna be that statistic that everybody talks about. Yep. That everybody downs the badge, everybody downs the department, and then once again, phenomenal officers like us got to go out there and be like, no, this is what we do.
Right.
He made an individual choice. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you just get tired of that. So if you don't want to do this job, bro, go do something else.
Yeah, it's many other things you can do.
Absolutely. We don't get offended by that. We're putting a great product out in the streets, what the streets deserve, what the people deserve, the civilians deserve.
Yep.
So
then we got to undo what that person did.
Yeah.
No.
That's what it is. We have to undo it.
And it's like, who wants to do all that? That's too much.
So 5 years from now, what do you see yourself?
Oh my God. That was a lot. Yeah, I'm saying like, you know, I'm on my Cardi B stuff. I don't know what they was doing. Like some Black Panthers. I don't know.
That shows the alley cat.
Yeah, it was something. Oh God.
Get my line on.
Oh my God. 5 years from now, I definitely and like within the department, I definitely see myself as a sergeant, as a supervisor.
Nice.
You should.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking things into existence.
Absolutely. There you go. Get that.
Manifestation
happening.
That's if you could change anything within the department now, what would you change?
We gonna talk about that?
Absolutely. You're speaking as an individual. Don't forget.
I feel like,
and you're from here.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people get up there and forget how it is down here.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's something that is that I don't know. It like leaves them or something. I don't know. It's like the humility kind of goes away, and I think that's one thing that I would definitely change. I feel like, you know, if you're going to go up there, you should definitely remember what's going on down here.
Absolutely.
And then also, like, you know, no shade to the big man, but I feel like that should be somebody who came up through here.
Right.
Because
if you've been groomed from the beginning from this department, stop going outsourcing other individuals.
Yes. That's why the one before was definitely, I mean, you know, whatever, but
we call him the People's Commissioner.
Yeah.
What about him?
Citizen.
That's my man.
All day.
That's my man's, okay?
As a tax-paying citizen,
yes,
I agree with you.
Absolutely.
He is.
I agree with you.
Listen, he was the one. Okay? Even as number 2, he was the one.
Absolutely.
When I say feet on the ground, this man was out there. I used to be over in the Western on Fremont and Bending Place, which is a hot spot because it was my post. A hot spot. This man was pulling up, talking about something, what's good?
Yeah.
10 o'clock at night. Why are you still here, sir?
Right.
But as I realized,
he loved it.
He loved it. And that's what he was supposed to do. You get what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to be.
Absolutely.
He he would have been great.
Shout out to Double D though.
Yeah,
that's our guy.
It's Triple D. You know that, right?
Yeah, all day.
Yeah.
It's Triple D.
Absolutely.
Hey,
yo,
with my peoples.
Pause.
Gotcha, bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you.
Always. Yeah.
Dude, I went right back.
Yeah. It was a
We're tied up.
Right.
That was a good pickup. That was a good pickup. Proud of you on that
Damn,
one.
Ace, got you.
Yeah, it's a little bit too much in the work.
Shout out.
Damn. Wipe your mouth.
When people who were like my aunt and uncles was like, that guy right there,
Yeah.
we brought him in, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. And you could see it immediately. You could see it, but
listen, a squared away guy, you know, looking at his uniform, you just
but let me ask y'all, coming from where y'all come from, whether it be, I get city, county, blah blah blah, but y'all come from two New Yorkers and a Baltimorean, not Baltimorean.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why is that not acceptable? Or no.
why is what not acceptable?
Now let me ask that. How do you, if you're in that position, how do you come in to make those changes where you're trying to make everybody happy? Because somehow, some way, we're going to have to try to meet at 5. You got people at 0, people at 10.
Well, I feel like,
and I think he
I
could
think
have
the
done
most
that.
important, absolutely. I feel like most importantly, like I don't want to say most importantly, but when you have a department and you're not making them happy at all, like we're at a 0 level, but instead you're at a 0 level of happiness. You know, it's like, all right, now everything else, every other problem, because we do have bad seeds, because everybody has them.
Right.
Every profession has them.
Yep.
Those bad seeds are going there like, okay, I'm 0% happy because the big man not making me happy. And it's just like, it's going to create more problems for everything else. So that whole community engagement is going out the window when that officer goes on the street, because he just sitting in his car. Mm-hmm. And that crime can be happening around the corner. He don't care.
Because he's not proactive.
Yeah, he's not being proactive because he's not happy.
Right.
And it's no morale here. When there's no morale here, why he feel like he should go out and do some work?
Right.
And it's like, you know, I mean, for us, it's like, okay, we're still gonna do our job. Like, you know, we still have to do our job for the good people who are here. But it's like I said, it's bad apples, and they feel like since you're not trying to make me happy, you're so much trying to please everybody else. You have yet to please me in a way that I feel like I need to go out there and do any work.
Right.
It's a lot of selfishness, and high rankings. It's a lot of selfishness and individuals that, you know, shit runs downhill, unfortunately. And everybody's got to be on the same page. Everybody's got to be for the right reason and move forward with that reason. But once again, you got a lot of individuals that are selfish, only care about themselves, and you got a lot of people that just let it kiss ass.
Right.
Yeah, like,
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of motherfuckers that shouldn't be at the position they are, but they kiss a lot of ass.
Right.
You know him, he's cool as shit, yeah, bring him on, but don't know shit about the position.
Right.
Because we had some OGs on, and
Man.
like I was a commissioner, so I tell people I was a commissioner from 01 to 06, and it was 0 tolerance. So being down booking when it was people packed on top of people, you didn't want that extreme, but you had less than 200 murders. So you see what I'm saying? So I get it, because there were a lot of people who were just walking down the street, and the people just, because it was 0 tolerance. If you didn't have an ID, you didn't have this, that, and the fourth, it was sad. But then the flip side, as you see, is after all of the things that happened all around everything, now, like I've seen people where, again, this is not every day, but if I see kids jumping on top of a police car and a police officer sitting there feeling like he can't do anything, if he pulls a person off of his squad car, or just that's just disrespectful. But as soon as he pulls, they not going to show the fact that kids were just jumping on the car. They're going to show him pulling them off, and it's going to be going. So, you know what I'm saying? Right. So now you're going to get up to 400 and some murders. So it's like, do we want hands off policing, meaning where they just doing whatever they want, you and get 400, close to 500 murders? Or do you want somewhere on the other side? You got to find somewhere, meaning us as citizens, we got to find somewhere in the middle that we comfortable with, and understand that, like, yo, sometimes there are going to be mistakes. People should be held accountable for them. If there are things that are just blatantly wrong, Yeah, but if it's other stuff, we gotta find somewhere happy. And
I find a happy median, and everybody's got to be on the same page,
right?
In handling that mission,
right?
So y'all
are enforcing it. That's y'all on the enforcement side.
I mean, at the end of the day, we love what we do. I love the department. Things will get better. I think it's just over time. We just got to stop the individual shit and let's get on the same page. And it starts with letting all your workers know that they love you. We appreciate the work you do.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say. It is a lot of feeling like, if I do something, who's gonna have my back? Wow. That's and that's kind of how a lot of people feel. Like that's how they say. Like, if I go out and do this, and maybe something, I won't say something bad, but like a mistake happens or whatever. Who's to know that really was a mistake? Right. Who's gonna have my back to say, I know this officer, I got your back. I got your back. I get it. And that's how a lot of people are feeling right now.
And that's why it's more hands-off policing, because a lot of officers feel that, the department doesn't have their best interest. They're just a number. And if a simple mistake happens, it's like, all right, well, fire him, sue him. We're not going to have his back. Right. So, of course, we're going to be like, all right, fuck that.
Yeah. Right.
Nobody want that.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody want that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It should be, like, when you say mission, the mission statement should be like one department, one mission. Like, we're all in this together. We're going to take care of each other and let's get it done.
Over time, I think it'll happen. We just, it's going to take us and a whole lot more of us to keep grooming these young officers. You know what I'm saying?
Because that is a big thing.
Big issue. Though.
I was at training, because I'm an FTO. I was at training the other day, and I kind of spoke about it. And I was like, I asked like one of the instructors, like, are you guys like telling them like to not listen to us as FTOs? I'm like, because I've seen a lot of people like, new officers, and they were like, oh no, we're not doing that. And so-and-so in the academy said not to do that. And, they say we don't listen to you. Like, and I'm like, really? I get, and I get where, it's a, like, I know some stuff you learn in the academy, especially now, like, you learn so much different stuff in the academy now. Right. And then, of course, like, what we're used to doing, everything like that. It's not that we're wrong. You're trained to do it a different way now. And it's like, okay, instead of telling me, no, you're not doing that and da-da-da, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to come, hey, hold on now. I understand this might be right, but also this way, and then we can talk about it. But like to just blatantly just like, no, I'm not doing it. Like that's
crazy. How you can say I'm not gonna do that, but you never done it?
Yeah, exactly. But it's because so and so at the academy told me I'm not supposed to do that. And if we have a problem, to call them. All right. Well, let me write some 95s up. I had it. Yeah.
Wow, phenomenal.
Maybe we'll talk about that NFL draft.
Huh?
We'll talk about your draft.
You want to talk about the draft?
No, I thought y'all was going to talk about it.
Oh, I mean,
I thought Jay was ready to talk about it.
Right.
I don't know. Triple C, like he kept putting it up there. Like I'll show you.
We good.
Nah, thank you for coming out. That's
are we done?
We not. I'm just appreciating you for coming out.
Oh, okay, yeah, appreciate me.
Absolutely.
I'm listening.
So, what else? What else have you been through within these 6 years?
Yeah, we love stories. Give me a good story.
I don't know.
Like, what's the favorite part about it?
Come on now, you go. Come on now, you 4x2. You 4x2 city. Come on. I know you got some good stories.
He asked me that earlier. I'm like, dang, I don't know.
What's your favorite part? Like when I was out there, I would love getting a dirt bike. Like to me, that was just one of the best things ever.
That's your unicorn, bro.
Yeah.
That's your unicorn.
Dirt bikes are fun.
I know.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Dirt bikes are fun though.
First time me and him clicked together, we got a dirt bike. Ever since then.
I never asked you that, H. What's your unicorn though?
Word, like what's your favorite thing to do?
What's your one? Like what's that like we know Dre unicorn is like he see a dirt bike, his eyes like I can the way he tell a story, his eyes.
It wasn't just the dirt bike; it was just car chases.
Oh, okay,
gotcha. Like that in general, like
car, I mean,
speeding,
that is
going.
Okay, so car. So
when it's a good one, and like I'm looking out for everybody, all the citizens, and they kind of looking out for all the citizens, and nobody get hurt. Like I'm like, this is fun. This is it right here. This is my shit.
Yeah.
So what's that good story for you where you like? What's that?
What makes me feel good?
Something recently happened to me. This was kind of fucking wild. Okay. So, so I'm on, I don't know, I was on my road somewhere. And you know, I got the little LPRs or whatever, right? So a car rides past me and it's like boom, 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 stolen license plate or whatever. So I run it with, you know, through dispatch. I'm following it or whatever. So the guy realized I'm following. So she's like, yeah, it's stolen. And they come back on I forgot what kind of car he came back on, but it was on an Acura. And I'm like, all right, well, this could be right. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm at the 1100 block of Monroe. I'm like, he just pulled over curbside. He parking. So there's a car behind him and he parks right in front of it. So when I hear my partner's like, hey, he said, I'm pulling up. Now, you hear somebody say you pulling up. You're not really looking. If they say you pulling up, they pulling up, right?
Right.
This dummy wasn't pulling up. So I'm like, okay, well, if he pulling up, I'm going to go ahead and, you know, try to block this guy in from right here.
Right.
So I blocked him in from right here. I got the car. Then I know he put in the car and drive. My door's still open. So I'm like, oh, I'll try to jump back in the car. And he's literally hitting my door, bending it backwards.
Are you serious?
Yes. I'm like, yo, wait. Like, I'm like, go ahead and pull off. Just don't wreck my truck. Like, no, wreck my truck.
Wow.
So like, yo, I love my truck. So I'm like, no, wreck my truck. So then, like, he pushes my door all the way back. It was I can't pull it back. Pulls off. I'm keying up like he just wrecked my car. You know, he's driving southbound on Monroe. And I'm like calling. I'm like, where's Fox at? Luckily, I want to shout out my brother. You know, he was up in the air and he did his thing as he always do. Mm-hmm. So as soon as I called it out, like I don't know, it's like he just knew he can't. He was on. He was on the air coming from the Southwest. So he let me tell you how he was so slow though. So I'm like, yeah, he's like I said, I'm right here on 1100 Monroe. And Riggs is right here. So the guy goes down, goes to Lafayette, makes a right, comes up Appleton, and then comes back past me on Riggs. So as Fox coming above, I'm like, he's riding back past me. And they're like, what? Yeah. So everybody like, what? I'm like, yeah, he just rode past me. So Fox like, wait. I'm like, he just going up in Winchester. So y'all know Monroe's a one-way street. Mm-hmm. I turn around. I'm like, he's behind me on Monroe. He's going up Monroe. And they're like, what? I'm like, yo, this man is wild. He literally rode past me twice at this point. So Fox finally gets him. So that, you know, he's driving all around. Then Fox like, all right, he's back southbound on Monroe. I'm like, no way. I turn around. Shoo. I'm like, he really rode past me 3 times. Like, he want to see that he disabled me or something. Like, I really couldn't even, like, you know, I could not follow him because he really, like, disabled my truck. I couldn't move. Like, my door would not shut. So I'm sitting there mad. They're like, do you need a medic? I don't need no medic. Just catch him. Like, somebody, stop him.
He was rubbing it in your face.
Yes. 3 times to ride past me. I'm like, this is making me mad. And he finally was stopped. And he jumped out and ran. He was a bigger guy. And I'm like, I was like, he should have just ran right there. And I would have caught him, but he just ran right there. So they went to go catch him. When I say, I guess like everybody, you know, this is the camaraderie like right here. So
talk to me.
Everybody, when I watched Foxtrot video, and I just saw the swarm of officers.
It's so synced in.
They was like, shh.
Everybody knows what to do.
And they all just went in, no use of force, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? They went in and they grabbed him, put him in handcuffs, and like, we got him. And that's when somebody...
I know that felt good, didn't it?
Yeah, because it's like, like, they had my back. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's all it's about.
The cavalry came.
Yeah, like, they really was... They was like, oh, no, we wasn't stopping that one. We wasn't calling that one off. Like, nah.
That's dope.
Yeah, he hit your car. He could have hit you.
Right.
Because he was... Like, my lieutenant always said, he was trying to hit you. He was trying... What was you thinking? He was trying to hit you. And I'm like... Yeah, you know, that's kind of go early. Like, you know, sometimes I do dumb things. Like, you know, I go do dumb things by myself.
Right.
And, yeah, like, it was lit, though. Like, they really went in and got him and arrested him and everything. And I was like, damn.
Did you get your truck back?
Yeah. In no time, too. Like, you know.
That's what's
you got a new truck or they just fixed the door?
They took care of the damage.
Yeah, they fixed the door. Yeah, they put a new door on. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
But see, that's teamwork.
Yeah.
That's teamwork. That's you being alert on your radio, calling it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Letting Fox know where it's at. The cavalry's coming. They just want to get a description. 100 block. You know what I'm saying? Everybody working together.
If one thing I can do, I can call out a vehicle pursuit.
What? And that's half the job.
Yeah. I can call it out. I can be calm, you know, just chill out and call it out. That's the best. I think that's the best part about it.
It is.
Because once you don't want, once you, I be hating when I hate people. They be like, wait, yeah, he's on wrong way. Nope, cut it off. I want to cut it off myself. Cut it off. because that don't even sound right.
Too much static. Yeah, and nobody hear you clearly.
Yeah.
And you're getting everybody all hot and bothered.
I was gonna ask y'all, can y'all break that down? Like
it's an art form.
Yes, thank you.
It's an art form.
Details of where you are, westbound, eastbound, streets. How do you get to
the biggest thing is taking your time.
Yeah.
Breathing, knowing your 100 blocks, knowing your main streets, calling it out, giving a great description.
Okay.
Listen, I got a green car going southbound on 3400 block of Bel Air Road. Bearing Maryland tag so-and-so. He's still traveling, guys. Get up there. He's about to hit the light on Erdman. Bel Air and Erdman, he's right there. Bel Air and Ironman, he's right there. Cavalry's coming. You got units coming from every direction.
But you got to make sure that you direct them the right way.
The right way. And the eye in the sky don't lie. Once they get a hold of it,
that's it.
It's over.
That's it.
It's over.
And I mean, my bro, he's definitely the best one up there. I don't care who anybody
I know you're
say.
talking about.
Yeah, he's the best one up there.
Hell yeah.
Really good dude.
Once you hear that voice, you know you good.
Yeah, when I hear that. And then he's so ghetto because, let me tell y'all, after, he really is. After we caught the guy, he came back to me and hovering over me. He was like, sis, you good? On the radio. And I'm like, thanks, Dre. Thanks. Dang.
It's all good.
It's all right, because my name is Dre, too.
Right.
Hey.
You're welcome.
Hey.
Hey, I'm like, thanks, bro. And he's like, I was like, thanks for coming so fast. And he's like, no, he hit my sis. I had to come. He was getting it. And I'm like, he ghetto on the radio, but yeah.
No, I wouldn't say he's ghetto. It's just that he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's not gonna let anybody else tell him how to do his job.
Absolutely,
because he does his job so well. So when it comes across, it's like he's being real direct. Like, no, this is what. Let me get the air. But I mean, at the end of the day, he has the best vantage point.
He does.
He's the eyes in the sky. Like he sees it all.
And when I say he does it with he's handling a camera, a flashlight, he looks out the window. Yeah. And it's just like, yo, and
he knows his blocks. Cause he's like, oh, yeah, this block, that block. Yeah. It's an art form up there.
Yeah. And even when we say calling out the stuff, you got to be able to be calm. You got to be able to speak and so that everybody can hear you. Cause if you start jumbling over your words and it's just cause I have I don't say I know a guy. I know a guy. When he gets on the radio, I don't know what kind of language he be speaking because no one understands him. And I be like, dang.
You talking about dispatcher?
No.
Oh.
No, one of my partners.
Oh, okay. But your big bro one time, he saved me.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm in the Southwest. They sent me back to patrol out of shootings. And we get a call from a female saying that her ex-man is outside the window waving his gun. So I'm like, bet. And she was like, he's in a car. A gray 2-door car. So I'm already know oh, okay. He in a coupe. More than likely, it can move. Mm-hmm. I call for Foxtrot. And boom, he gets there. He's like, oh, it's confirmed. Mm-hmm. There's a dude. He has a hot object in his hand. Mm-hmm. And he's in an Infinity coupe. I'm like, oh boy. That's I roll up. Boom, it's on. He stood on it. The dude even discharged out the window. Right?
What?
No, he discharged out the window, then threw the gun. And the eyes in the sky. Foxtrot stood on him. He ditched the car. I stood with the gun. The rest of the Southwest Patrol followed. And then they ended up finding him underneath a car because he ditched the gun. I'm sorry. He ditched the car and went on foot underneath a car. And Foxtrot saw the whole thing. We were able to get him. And it was a big case because that dude ended up, the domestics were heavy. He had a couple of domestics with the same female in multiple counties in the state. So they were really getting to get him because he done it or not. But Foxtrot was able to.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
That's dope.
But when he did bust that round, I was like, he should have got me over there. I saw a spark.
Come get this motherfucker.
There was a spark out the window.
You started speaking Spanish? Huh? Did you start speaking Spanish?
I did.
I bet you did.
I spoke every language. I think I was, I told him everything.
Wow. I said, oh my God.
They're like, yo, we got him. Calm down. I'm like, yeah, because I was going to get him. You know what I'm saying?
Word. You know what I'm saying? Go get him. You know what I mean? I was about to jump on his ass.
Because if I would have got him, you know what I'm saying? But I got this gun, though. You know what I'm saying?
I just caught a cramp and shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
you know what I'm saying? I would have been there, but I was still with the gun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But next time,
next time,
leave him for me.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta submit this shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Me by myself.
Right.
You know
That's it.
Good looking, Foxtrot.
Right.
I mean, I ain't need you, but you know what I'm saying? Good looking.
Appreciate you.
But that was dope, though. I hate a dude like that. Remember the dude that was like that? He's no longer here. The dude that he was in the Northeast in shape. The dude, you know his name. He had like a weird name. He was like that. He was very like, oh no, you know, I would have been doing this, and then you do that. He left. You know what I'm talking about. The reason why we lost our brother when he called out that thing, that dude, I forgot what's his name.
Oh, yeah.
He was really like that. See, I was just joking around. There was a dude that we knew that he was like that in real life. He'll call out something and then like midway disappear and then show up and be like, well, you know, if I would have been there, you know, I would have. And we're like, but fam, you started this shit.
Where were you at?
Right. He left the department because we were like, yo, stop. Yeah.
Too much.
That's a true story.
So listen, would you like to give any shout outs before we wrap this thing up, bro? Everybody.
All right.
What's up?
What up, y'all? I want to shout out me.
All day.
Anna.
You know what I'm saying?
First.
Me. It's like, no. I don't know, just everybody, you know, all my peoples. I guess I can shout out my Dusty sister. Her birthday's tomorrow.
Happy birthday, bestie. Ow.
Y'all know who she is.
Oh, her birthday's tomorrow?
Yeah, her birthday's tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah.
You gonna give us some of that Douce?
Yeah.
There's gonna be dresses and heels out in the town.
Absolutely.
Some classy shit. I know.
Absolutely. All right, enough about that stinky Virgo.
What sign are you?
Aquarius. I was about to say it next. I want to shout out all my Aquariuses. Okay.
Okay, no doubt.
All right.
That's February?
January to February.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. I think that's it.
Okay.
Listen, we appreciate you for coming. You got to come back.
I was like, I got to shout out my squad, right?
Okay, shout them out.
Shout out my squad, MMU Squad B. I mean, Squad A is cool too. But B squad is the best squad, you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
I ain't mad
My
at you.
lieutenant, my homie. What up, dog? It's like, yeah, that's it.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Got to come back for more laughs
Absolutely.
and more good times.
I mean, I guess whenever y'all
Come back with your stinky Virgo.
Oh my god.
Absolutely.
We'll make
Bring
it a
her.
riot.
Listen, let me tell
Bring
you,
her.
that's gonna be funny.
Good.
We'll make it a
gonna
bring
riot.
her.
We'll make it a riot.
For real.
Yeah.
All right, Dre.
Peace and love.
Triple C.
Blessed are the peacemakers.
All right, my peoples. Episode 95. We appreciate you. I want to thank my sister Sims for coming through, doing what she do. And this is what we bring to the table. We do this. We love this. And we're going to give you more of this. Everybody be safe. Enjoy your weekend. See you soon. Easy.
The views and opinions expressed on the Silverback podcast are those of the hosts, producers, and/or the persons appearing on the program, and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the federal, state, or local government. This includes, but not exclusive to, the Department of Defense and/or the Baltimore City Police Department.